Testing 1 2. We'll wait until somebody gets on the behind the headphones. Is your Twitch on, Bandit?
Yes, yes.
There you go. Okay, there we go. We got people. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Behind the Headphones, episode 9. It's the summer edition now. We're outside enjoying this beautiful weather. Also enjoying beautiful company right here. We have one of the founding members of Soul City. We had the DJ here a few weeks back, DJ Suave. But here's the originator, my friend. His name is Eric Soul City Morales. Eric, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, my man. Appreciate it, Craig. Bandit, my man. You guys. First off, I want to say thank you very much for everybody who's tuning in. It's an honor to actually be asked to come out and do some interviewing and some talking over, what we're normally used to is some mixing. So, there's a lot of music, a lot of stories that, needs to be told. I guess I'm here to do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And but I'm very honored, and it's a beautiful evening here out in Pasadena. They set up the studio out here, in the patio, and I'm gonna
Pool
tell
party,
you guys.
pool party, special invites.
Oh my
only.
goodness, this is
Be on the lookout.
wow, for real. You guys stay tuned. This is gonna be awesome.
Right? We're very fortunate.
Can't wait for that.
We're very, very fortunate.
Sure.
Thanks for tuning in behind the headphones. Thank you, everybody. Twitch, Facebook, everybody. Eric, what's your credit score? Just kidding.
it's climbing after a few years.
560. Okay. What were you like as a kid?
That's a great story.
Tell us, please.
So, talking to my mother and the overall experience of childhood, right? I was a happy child. I was very always running around, my mom said I always had a smile on my face, but I grew up, even though times were tough in the family, things were always good. I was always happy, and I was a happy baby. That's one thing my mom always said was, "You're a happy baby. You're always having fun."
I think you're still having fun.
You're
right.
It still carries on, I guess.
Where'd you grow up at?
We grew up, so family was raised and born out in East LA at the time, before even Cesar Chavez's name was even changed. It was Brooklyn Avenue. And then at one point they changed the name, but we were on Brooklyn and like down in downtown, like East Los, close to downtown. Mm-hmm. That's where the family was raised. That was my grandmother, my uncles, my aunt, my mother. And there was a time where they were ready to break away and start a new life, and we ended up going towards the San Gabriel Valley, where we ended up landing in La Puente, California.
What?
Wow.
Bassett.
Bridgetown, baby.
San Gabriel Valley.
Bridgetown.
Bridgetown, baby.
Bridgetown. That's what it's called. La Puente.
Bridgetown,
Bridgetown,
Puente,
for
yeah.
sure.
So
Valley Boulevard, Amar.
that's right there at Puente. I on Nantes and Temple. I mean, So that was my upbringing after East Los Angeles, from the age of 3 on.
Right on.
Yeah.
You have any brothers or sisters?
I do. I have a half sister and a half brother. It's kind of interesting. We're all from different fathers and the same mother. We all come from different backgrounds. So I'm Mexican. Okay. And then right?
Morales? I couldn't figure that out.
So you'll understand. So I go Mexican, right? And then we have my brother who's from South America.
Okay.
His family's from Uruguay. And then I have my sister who's half Armenian, half Mexican.
Oh, right on.
Right on.
Yeah, and so that other part of my life, I grew up with who I refer to as a stepfather who was Armenian.
Cool.
Right on.
That was my stepfather, yeah.
You gotta always have those people in your life, sometimes.
Definitely. He was a big, inspiring, like a huge part of my life.
Nice.
Obviously, my uncles and everything else. So I'll say it now, I had an absent father.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody stepped in my family.
Very cool, man.
Right on,
Very cool.
right on.
Yeah,
Glad to hear that.
For sure.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I was in wrestling in junior high school. I did some wrestling right around 7th grade, and I was doing actually pretty well. I even had gotten scouted by the local high school coach from La Puente, and he said, prior to me already leaving intermediate school, we'll go ahead and get you trained so we get you ready for high school wrestling. It was around that time where my interest took just a different turn. I was working with my stepfather in a print shop, working a full press at 15.
Heidelberg? Kamari?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, exactly. A.B. Dick. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Two-color?
Two-color private. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
I worked the Xerox Docutex.
Very cool, man.
Wow.
Making books?
Yep, exactly. The binding and everything. So,
I know,
what's
I
up.
was printing industry for a long time.
So, that to me came in play a lot then, and so, it just went from there, but yeah.
Right on.
Were your parents supportive in all that you did, including your DJ scene or any other adventures per se? Did they have your back? Your mother, I should say.
Well,
And
coming
your stepfather.
definitely, yeah, that's a great question. Coming from a background of musicians as well, I had a great grandmother and a great grandfather who taught at the Institute in Mexico for music. Some of the kids were either deaf or blind.
Oh wow.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. So that was interesting. My mom picked up the violin, so she played some violin. And a lot of people who still ask me, and this is gonna shock some people. My father is from the Los Freddy's. He originated Los Freddy's in the '70s here in Los Angeles. So you know,
You have a musical background, man.
I do.
Right
I do.
on.
So I had a lot of musical influences coming from every direction of my family.
That's dope.
Who was around at the time. Yeah.
Can you play any instruments?
You know, what's funny is I'm picking up an instrument now, and that's what I'm doing now with my time.
Right on.
Learning the guitar, learning the piano.
Right on.
Yeah, definitely, and trying to learn notes before I can even really try to learn it on my own.
Were you ever married or have any children?
No, never. I was close to being married. I was engaged. I was engaged at one time, and children, a lot of children. They're all over the place.
Right on, yeah, mailman.
I love my kids. And again, you know, truthfully, I wish I could be a lot closer to my kids. Other decisions have been made. But
Yeah.
you know what? Papa's right here. Papa's right here. You can call me, text me, reach out to me. I'm open for it. I'm ready to change it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, my kids, some of my kids are already out and doing college. They're out of state.
Right on.
Sure, ready to start their own their own family, and you know I'm looking forward to that. So that's what my life is already kind of in that transition already right now. So
Cool.
Right on.
Way to go, Eric.
absolutely,
It's never too late to change or think in another way.
not at all, not at all. Especially when it comes to you know, I didn't have a father in my life. My father was my mother, which was a single mother, you know, and she did it all herself. And so I admire that. I respect that. And although I know I've probably been in that similar situation, you know, I got to give love to those mothers out there
Yeah.
who are raising children on their own.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It is not.
How many kids do you have, and what are their names, if you don't mind?
It's a little personal. I don't know.
It shows about you.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. And you know, I have 4 children. You know, I have Andrew, Jalissa, and you know, my other 2 kids who I really don't see enough of, which I would love to, Anari and Jordan. And you know, again, you know, this is an open forum here. We're talking, you know, and I'm not hiding anything now. I'm at 49 years old come this December.
Right
You know
on.
what I'm saying? Like, let's make it right.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a lot of friends who have passed on,
That's right.
and you know, they've been fortunate to be close to their families and their kids. And if that ever came to that point, I at least hope that I can be there at least for a moment for my children.
Right on, dude.
So it's out there,
You have a
you
good
know,
heart.
and I do, you know, maybe, you know, again, everybody's been in similar, in different situations. And you know, again, everybody's trying to find themselves sometimes, and sometimes I've lost myself to find myself.
Yeah.
You know,
It
And
happens
that's-
that way, you
and
know?
That's
It
where
does,
we're
right,
at,
yeah.
and that's where we're at. Yeah,
People have to tumble before they get up.
absolutely,
Exactly.
for sure, 100.
So when did you get into the whole DJ music thing? Like, was that early on when you were young, or later on, like after high school or whatnot?
You know, the music part of collecting music was interesting. I had uncles and aunts who were into the music, and I remember even being taken to like Tower Records, or you know, some of those places where they were still selling records at the
Yeah, I
time. You
remember
know what I
that.
mean? They were like really Sam Goody, if you remember.
Yeah.
Federated Group.
Jeez.
You know, so you know, it was great to have somebody, especially in my family, like my uncles, to say, you know what, if music is your thing and that's what you want, look for some music, shop for it,
Yeah.
see what your like is, your attraction to it.
Yeah.
It being that obviously you've had the music in your home, now you're touching it. Now
Yeah.
you want to feel it. You want to play it yourself.
You're
So-
in control of it, so to speak.
Correct. So, yeah, you know, the first time I came across with music was right around, I was about 16, you know, and what really caught me was the guys who were DJing at the high school show.
Right.
You know, the high school.
All the high school
what I'm
dances for
saying?
sure.
Yeah.
High school dance, or well, at that time, it was probably for me was my what was it? Your intermediate dances before high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you're in junior high.
school.
Yeah, there you go.
know, and so that attracted me a little bit, and I knew like music was my thing. I just didn't know what my niche was yet. I really didn't. But it continued a couple years after until I knew I was starting to collect music, and this is the avenue I was going to take. You know?
Right on.
Yeah.
What was your first genre that you started collecting?
It was more jazz music.
Wow.
Believe it or not, yeah. My mom had some like Hispanic old vintage records that just had like, it wasn't banda, it was more like romantica, but it had
okay.
like a lot of more jazz feeling to it.
Okay.
You know, so the Latin aspect of that grabbed me, and I was like, so let's mix a little bit of that with something else.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, definitely.
So there were pretty much vinyl from your your mom's collection. And
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that?
definitely the 45s, the Shaka Khans, the all the stuff she was collecting. My uncle was a big collector, but he was more classic rock.
Okay.
My aunt was more like, if I could call it, more like indie. So I had a good influence of everybody from my family in different genres.
A lot of flavors.
Music. Yeah,
That's dope.
definitely.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
definitely.
What was your first DJ equipment?
Oh wow, I was thinking about this. So I was back in '91 in Walnut, and I had a friend of mine. His name was Oscar Renteria.
Okay.
I'm gonna say his name. I don't know if he's out there because I want to find him. But I went out to a couple gigs with him a few times, and no kidding, man. He had the old pitch control.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Technique 100s, I think. Those
You
you got with the
remember
knob.
that? The
Yeah,
old
dude.
pitch
The
control?
speed.
Those are old school right
Yeah,
there.
Old
dude.
school, right?
Actually,
But
that's what I learned on those. But
Same here. So that's where the story goes. Like that's where I ended up learning from. But what was so amazing is this guy would rock parties on that.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was so amazed, and I said, "Listen, heck, Oscar, help me out." Like he says, "I'll tell you what, if you're really into it, like I'll hook you up with a little setup, take it home, and I'm gonna give you just the same record."
And mix it.
I want you to mix it. I want you to do your own style. Put it together. Show me something. And I'll tell you, we'll go from there.
that's
Went
dope.
from there, man.
That's how easy. I think Homeboy.
It was like a
Bandit
Radio
was the same
Shack
way.
DJ, a Radio Shack mixer, remember?
Hey, whatever worked
We
back
love
then.
Radio Shack for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Radio Shack was cool. That's for sure. What song inspired you? You have a lot of flavors of music, but what was the one that hit Eric and says, "You know what? I'm going to take it from here."
That's a good one, man. A lot of it, again, if people are going to be like, "Whoa, it had to be a house song," right? No,
No.
it wasn't a house song.
No,
Not at all. I would have to say definitely it was like the sound of what's that track? The Loving on a String. Love on a String. What's the band?
It's your time right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
I know it's song,
Love on
but
a String.
Love on a string.
Oh gosh.
Help us out, audience.
Yeah, come on.
DJ Swap said Despacito.
Thanks, Swab, for tuning in, bro.
That's some
Boy
of
right
his
here.
stuff right there, right? I mean, there was a lot of stuff. My influences on one track, if you had to tell me, was like the sound of an 808 or a 909.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Back in that
Yeah,
sound, that
808's
era.
crazy, dude.
So, what is it again? I'm like systems of what is it? Gosh, I'm so hung up on these tracks.
Take your time, bro. It's okay.
Love. Come on, somebody out there help me out. But again, if the sound had to start with force, like a sound for me was, that 808, the 909.
He mentioned loose ends. Was
There,
it?
I'm sorry, my man. See, he knows loose ends. There you go, Loose
Thank you,
Hands,
Suave.
my man. There you go. See, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sound. Now I'm not saying it was just that track, but it was the sound.
The sound, yeah.
That sound, the cowbell and the heavy.
We all need more cowbell.
The slap, I mean. Yeah.
Right on.
So definitely. Thanks, my man.
What was your favorite TV show growing up as a kid?
Favorite TV show? Wow, as a kid.
Or growing up, maybe teenager.
Oh man, I used to watch. Jeez, I grew up watching a lot of TV with my grandmother. And I'm gonna have to tell you something that just stuck out. That I was like, wow, I missed that show. It was called Remington Steele.
Oh,
man, I remember that. That's
I don't think I've heard of that one.
show.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an old one right
If you
there.
don't know Remington Steele, that's
Yeah,
what I
like
mean.
Miami Vice days and all that.
Correct, exactly,
Yeah,
and then
30s.
exactly, and then it would go into like Hawaii Five-O.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So those are the shows I grew up with. I love those shows, man. It's grandma time. It was grandma time.
Go to sleep, Milo.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and
Channel
then,
9.
and then go to see Mijo was Magnum PI time.
Tom Selleck, he's on. What's your favorite food, bro?
Italian.
Nice.
I love
Anything
food.
Italian? Like,
I grew up very multicultural again. I grew up eating Middle Eastern,
A lot of kebabs.
a lot of kebabs, eggplant, you know what I mean, pita, hummus,
Yeah.
But I love Italian food. Don't get me wrong, I can eat tacos every day, but
Yeah, for
Italian
sure, right?
Italian would be my favorite food.
Nice.
Go-to.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah.
Right on, dude. What makes you happy?
You guys.
Right on. We've heard that a
Pe-
couple
pe-
times. We
pe-
appreciate
pe-
that.
people that you guys that are being consistent and doing something that you love to bring somebody on board like this, it makes me happy, right here.
right on.
No, dude.
Definitely.
We're happy to have you.
Man, I
We're
appreciate
grateful,
that.
dude. Yeah, you're a legend for
Oh,
sure, man.
I appreciate that, Greg. You guys, I know. I appreciate it. I'm feeling the love. Thank you so much, man.
Has your music taste changed over the years, or
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I've been listening to a lot more independent music, indie music, a lot of more Latin influenced music. I feel like a lot of the music is obviously like intertwined, and you got the Afro Latin beat and everything else.
yeah,
I think I just would hope to see and like to see a little bit more of the Latin side. You know
right
what I
on.
mean? And-
Yeah, I like that feel because that beat sometimes just gets
Oh, my
you. You know what I mean?
And I just went to a performance not too long ago out at Grand Park, and they had a band out from Mexico City. And if you ask me the name, I feel so bad. I couldn't pronounce the name, but Jack was the
Yeah,
production.
Jack, he runs
Jack
it,
was
yeah. Jack runs the
behind
show over there.
production. I bumped into him and I said, "Wow!" And it was amazing production. I think it was the first night they did their Grand Park performance, and no kidding, bro. Have you ever heard of cumbia funk?
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That was an amazing
Fire, huh?
show.
Yeah,
Wow.
fire, dude.
An
That's dope.
amazing
Everybody
show.
was dancing, I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rhythms are all there. You know what I mean? If you're looking for all that, it's all there. You know what I mean?
Dope.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
You absolutely have to. And Jack, again, if I can, real quick, I bumped into him again after that. I said, man, I was so amazed by the production, so amazed by the music. And I'm gonna take him up because he's like, next time you see me, let's see if we could get you backstage for VIP. So Jack, if you
Jack Forte, you heard that, right?
going
Monterey
back,
Park
dude.
resident. This guy right here, Eric's looking for you. What is your biggest
Andrew, my biggest fear. I've had to deal with a lot of that lately. Fearing. What do you fear? I fear myself. I feel certain things that sometimes decisions and choices. You only can fear yourself. I fear God. I fear things that I'm not aware of yet. And I'm still finding that out.
Right on.
And but I try not to keep that so much into my mind. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta think positive, right?
Well. I mean, yeah, of course, absolutely. But with so many things that have been going on, I mean, let's be real. Health issues. People of even our own people passing, and people I haven't even yet to say goodbye stuff
did.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm
We
just
lost a couple of dudes within this last year. They just dropped.
I
It's
couldn't.
incredible.
And man, let me tell you something. I'm so happy. I'm trying to remember so hard to think about the last time I said bye, or the last time I shook their hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, I was like, okay, I was good. Okay, I was okay with that. You know, fear. I still can't put my finger on that one. I won't. So I don't think about it that much. You know.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a
Good.
good question.
Stay positive.
Sure.
Bandit.
Right on. Earlier off air, we were talking about the whole Soul City thing. Can you speak on that? Because that was a very interesting
Very interesting. In Soul City.
conversation.
Please
that
tell us
we were
about it.
having. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Soul City, the idea came about in about 1991, actually. I was sitting around with a couple friends, and we were discussing just a lot of operations behind the scenes, meaning like not the DJing aspect, the coordinating, putting together these quality kind of events that used to happen back in the days. A lot of that kind of stopped a little bit, and so I think for me, that was a part where I was like, okay, Eric, you want to be the DJ, you love the music, you want to present the music, but there's still something there you want to do. Is I wanted to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I wanted to be coordinating it. I wanted to be the guy behind the phone and setting up dates and booking the times and this and that. That was just me. But as time went on, we were like, okay, it's time to get people involved. So we did a lot of business, what I call business filtering. Even if you're a friend or something, or rather, but in this business, when you have a vision like that, I think the most important thing is if you all have the vision the same, if your formula is all clicking the same, if your chemistry is all the same, you have to go through all that before you can really get to that place.
Yeah.
I think we filtered through a lot of business relationships. Promoters who wanted to come in and make a name for themselves, a promoter who thought they were going to make big money, but it wasn't like that because you had to pay your dues.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We got to pay our dues.
Exactly.
Right? And that's just the way it is. So it was very fortunate that, again, with the story behind Soul City, moving on in 1992, I met some people like, for instance, Santiago Salazar and other people who I was collecting music with, and you're talking now Melrose, and all the record shops.
Yeah.
Beat Nonstop and all that. DMC.
Nonstop, Street Sounds,
Yeah.
Prime Cuts.
Yeah.
Even down in Norwalk. I mean, I'd go
Norwalk
out to
Records,
the little record
Exodus.
shop because they would still get their little Exodus. These guys would still get a good shipment of records, and you always had to shop. That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Record shopping. That's what it was about. But at that point, we were like, okay, we filtered through some business partnerships. Now it's on 93, and we're like, okay, let's get this moving. But at the same time, I just want people to know that we didn't want to. I didn't have the vision to do something that everyone else was doing, which, to be quite honest with you, is boring. I didn't want to put a DJ in a corner. I didn't want to put a system just in a corner, good music, in a good place, and that was it. There had to be more to that. There is more than that, and you guys know that. There's more to that. You have to be more creative than that. You have to give something a little bit more original than that, than just a DJ in a corner or a good DJ in a corner.
You wanted a show.
Exactly. I wanted like a production.
Yeah.
So we stepped a little further, and that's when, I'm going to be honest with you, I love that everybody's doing it now, but I would have to say we tapped into the first visual arts, theatrical arts, the actual artist session, painting live.
Oh, that's dope.
We did that like back in 2009, and we saw that developing. I saw that the artists needed a platform to show and showcase their work. And at the same time, maybe even have a platform where they can sell their work, or, you know what I mean? Network and everything else at the same time. So that was a difference thing. That was a difference of Soul City's first initial vision, was to do something totally different that everybody else was not doing.
That's how you stand out,
Thank you. Yeah. And so from that point, I'll just sum it up. It went years where I was doing more of the intimate parties, and I had Dixon, who, took upon himself to really take the initiative and say, "Hey, I love the idea, I love the vision, and I have also a vision, and I would like to put it into play. Yeah, and let's do something. Let's rock and roll."
Yeah.
Right on.
So,
Shout out to DJ LaRock. He said Eric always knew his music, so we hooked him up at Exodus.
my boy, always. Those guys were the amazing.
Yeah, Devin and all those guys. Yeah, Devin.
I mean,
brothers.
Man,
Even Art the one man party worked there.
Oh yeah, there was never a time where you couldn't walk in there and actually seriously find what you were looking for. I mean, I loved it. But there was also a commute time. You were coming back from like Melrose and there was or you were stopping at Exodus first. It was either Exodus first or
then going to LA.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely, man.
Right on.
And I appreciate it, LaRock. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. I
Thank
love
you,
all
LaRock.
you guys over there. Yep.
Right on. What is the best advice you've been given over the years? Or have you been given any advice?
The best advice, and this was amazing, this was probably right in 1992. I was DJing at the Coconut Teasers right when
Sunset Boulevard.
on Sunset Boulevard, right when Does Your Mama Know was doing their thing. But there was also another crew doing their thing off the side other than Does Your Mama Know, was called Caffeine. And the guys on board for Caffeine was DJ Dan,
Wow.
RAW,
Woo.
Oscar the Grouch.
Heavy hitters right there.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, a Cool Whip.
Wow.
Oh, bro. Like,
He'll be on here soon.
oh man, I love these guys. These guys are like, again, these are like guys I'm looking up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the first time I remember having the chance to play at the Coconut Teasers one night at that Caffeine party. And I remember Dan played, and Dan was coming out, was going to my car, and I stopped him, and I was like, hey, just like you just asked me now, I said, hey, any word of advice, for somebody coming up? And I'll never forget this, if Dan's listening, or hopefully he gets to him. Dan used to, if anybody knows, he was sponsored by a company called Tribal something or rather. They were a skate company. Just like, remember Fresh Jive had got these guys, what I'm saying? And so his advice to me was branding. Straight up. You market yourself. You know what I mean? And you keep your shit tight.
Yeah.
And this is one thing, and everybody who talks to me now, they're like, oh, Eric always uses the supporting cast was so important.
Yeah.
His supporting cast is so important. That's why I made him.
Who you have in your corner, man.
Correct. Who you have backing you. You know what I mean? Your ride and die, right?
And that guy right there for me.
Perfect. You see what I'm saying? And this is why this is great, right?
Yeah.
You see, so his advice was, keep your brand, stay true to your brand, stay true to your craft, and stay true to the people that love you, your fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Right
was
on.
DJ Dan, man, my man.
Dan Wear It.
DJ Suave and LaRock said 555 Soul was.
There you go, 555 Soul, 555 Soul. There you go.
What made you want to become a DJ? Besides going to the high school dances and the music and stuff like that, but what was it that said, I'm going to try this, and just how you told us earlier, put these two records together. What made you want to proceed with that?
This is going to be shocking to a lot of people, but this is the truth. It was never a fact of DJing. I never really was really gunning for the whole DJing. If the whole thing was for me was the coordinating part of it, being behind the scenes. But really what got to me, and I'm sure I'm going to get a little bit about this, but was that at the time there was a lot of DJs playing the similar music. They were playing the same set, or if not the same set, the same records in a different format. And it irked me so much. I said, I feel like I need to break this up. I just feel like I need to be a part of the DJing thing if that's what it takes. Just to like, you know what I mean?
Break the monotony.
That's it. And so it went from there. And don't get me wrong. Again, it all started from collecting records, but back of my head was always coordinating the events, always being behind the scenes. But I threw myself in there because I was like, man, I was tired of hearing the same crap, bro. Like,
Yeah,
God.
I feel you
like
with that one.
This Jam and Spoon. Come on, man, you gonna play that dude like over and over.
You know what I mean? How about you?
Jam and Spoon like over and over. Followed by, the same, nah, So I figured I'd give it a shot. I felt like I was pretty good at it. I had a good year for it. I've had other fellow DJs tell me, you're great at it. And I was very fortunate, even after the fact of getting a sound equipment to practice on, to learn off of a rotary mixer.
Whoa.
Nice, dude.
So
Those are coming back now.
Yeah,
Oh man,
those are beautiful
that's
machines.
a
Right
tough one. That's tough. That's beautiful mixing.
Yeah.
Sure is.
For sure. Yeah.
So over these years, I know you've worked with a lot of people. Is there anybody now that you'd like to collaborate with?
Oh my goodness, there's so many people. I'll be honest with you. I would still love to collaborate with that I've collaborated with. Over time, I love to look at this too. As not only was I somebody who was involved with this part of this scene or community, was somebody who was a supporter, and a supporter is the first thing that you do. Meaning, I went to, and everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. I was
Everybody, okay?
I was at your party. If not at your party, I was with your party with a lot of people spending a lot of money. You
Right
know
on.
what I mean? And making
Support.
sure the support was there. Sorry about the money thing, but I'm saying just to give the support, right? That's 100. But I would like to see that happen more with everybody who is out there and everybody who is listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's weird now.
Stop cutting close. No one needs a piece of the pie to themselves. Share it.
Yeah, right. Stop
sure,
being
man.
stop being so clicky.
Yeah.
Share it. Share it.
Stop
Trust
saying
me.
I left my window down and don't
Come
back.
on, yeah. The bear didn't take it, man. No, really. This is something I have definitely seen, and I would love to hopefully see a change on that. A lot of us need to get together, okay? I've traveled 32 states
Nice.
during my time of employment and other things. But let me tell you something. I love LA for a reason.
Yeah.
A lot of people love LA for a reason. The thing is, if you talk to people outside of LA about the scene here, you're gonna hear something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my thing saying is, we need to get this healthy. Everybody needs to come.
Yeah,
healthy, man.
it could be so big, you know what I mean? If
It
everybody
can.
would just
If-
work
yeah,
together.
There's too
It
much
is.
drama out there, man. There's
It
just
truly is. There's
too
so
much,
much
man.
already
Backstabbing
going
and
on.
drama. It's just sad.
No, it's so much already going on in our personal lives and our own lives, work, personal, home.
Bills.
But what I'm saying is, this is our time of leisure, our time of fun.
That's when we should have fun and
Exactly.
Live
there
it
should
up.
be no drama. There should be no politics and all this other stuff. Come on, man. Come on. And I'm saying it because I love a lot of you guys, but if I bump into some of you, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You guys gotta change your ways.
yeah, you gotta
Stop
keep.
being haters.
I hate to use that word, but
It's the truth.
it's
Yeah,
the truth.
it is. It is,
How else can
brother.
You can't
It is.
sugarcoat it, bro.
It sure is. It sure is.
Yeah. So you mentioned, your love for vinyl. Do you still collect vinyl?
Unfortunately, I do not. A lot of the vinyl that I had collected, I went ahead and the last part of my vinyl collection that I had, which is my probably my go-to, a few hundred records. I was very honored, to be honest with you, that it laid in the possession of my man, Ralph Mendoza.
Right on.
Yeah,
I love you,
Ralph,
brother.
man.
I love you, brother.
Vinyl Monkeys.
Vinyl Monkeys, you guys, for sure.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely.
Right on.
What skill do you need to be a DJ nowadays?
Know your music. Educate yourself. I think anybody can really be a DJ now on this equipment.
It's true.
So get yourself familiarized. Get yourself if you have a talent, you feel you have a talent for music, but you like somebody said, and I'll put it this way: your turntables, everything that lies right in front of you. If you're not somebody that knows how to play an instrument, these are your instruments.
Yeah.
Learn how
Really?
to play your instrument.
That's it.
And learn how to own it. Learn how to own it.
Yeah.
Never mind the sing button.
That's it, right? Do not. Don't.
What's the most rewarding part for you back then, being a producer or a DJ? What was the most rewarding part for you, Eric?
You ask a DJ, a producer, I'm gonna say producing and coordinating an event, to actually see the happiness, the camaraderie, the unity and the fun between people. That's my thing.
Yeah.
in the end, that's all what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, everybody
know?
having a good time.
And so when I see it at the end, and somebody, if I had one person come out, just pat me in the back, or it doesn't even matter. I know it was a good event. That's all that matters to me. Everybody having a good time. That's what this is.
I
all
remember
that's about.
when you used to have your gigs right there in Pasadena. I used to go with you with Larry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you produced some
remember
good
that?
shows, my friend.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. Thank you, Craig.
So we're talking about DJ life and your family life and everything else. How do you engage your listeners when you do an event? How do you engage them?
I think a lot of it has to do with presenting a message through your music. You have to have a message. I think a message, if it's not being told through the vocals of your music or your style of your mixing, I think that's important. I think the connection of a mix, also the dancing and everything else, that's so important to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's something.
No, it's coming from you, man. Coming from the horse's mouth, for sure. Go ahead, Bandit.
Jake Rod OD said,
Jake Rod, there you go. Bro.
I miss our all-night vinyl sessions.
That's him. We were just talking about homeboy right there.
goodness.
Solstice.
Wow, man.
Jacob Rodriguez. Solstice.
Oh man, let me tell you something about that. We would show up. I'd show up there about 6 o'clock in the evening, and we'd probably rock in a studio, which I love to call the Lab, out in Chino.
It's a beautiful.
Oh my goodness!
setup, man.
I mean,
Insane.
if you don't know Jake, first of all, Jacob is a gentleman, and he deserves everything he has coming to him. He's in a great place.
Right on.
He's with a great label, and he's making great music. This again, he was another part of my life and inspiration, just like Santiago was, who just brought some life to me again with music. But yeah, man, we jammed till like 6 in the morning. 12 hours.
Damn.
Just jamming, nonstop.
I call in late for work.
Nonstop. Oh no.
I'm not going to work. Fuck
We'd
that.
start on a Saturday,
Work?
probably go to like Sunday evening or afternoon. But good time, It's such a again. I can't say that.
This was before like live streaming, right? You were just
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Before the COVID, man. I
absolutely.
remember
Oh,
that.
way before that.
I
Yeah,
remember
there
that.
was.
I
We
remember
weren't
you used
even.
to post up all the time, dude, at his house.
Sure. And we were. I mean, and sometimes he was recording, sometimes we weren't. It was
Yeah.
just like one of those things. But I mean, gosh, yeah. I mean, we had some amazing times in this place. Thank you, Jacob. I love you, Stephanie, and everybody out there. I love you guys.
right on.
Yeah, that's the House of Vibes.
That's right.
That's
the House
dope.
of
House of
Vibes.
Vibes. Yeah.
What are your talents?
Sleeping, napping,
Get the pillow.
eating. And if you're out there, you're probably laughing. I love to eat. I love to sleep. People are like, "Dude, you don't look 49." I'm like, "Yeah, let me tell you something. There's a secret.
Yeah.
Eat good and sleep well."
Ain't that the truth,
Right,
man?
If you can. I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate. Of course, if I had my kids around, I probably would never. I'd never see that or look like this.
Yeah, right. You look so comfortable.
I know.
Right on.
What? Describe yourself in 5 words.
Wow, that's a good one. Woo!
All right, 6.
Damn.
I feel like I'm in my therapy here. Oh gosh, compassionate for one is one definitely. Loving, caring. That's what 3. Spontaneous. I know. I'm thinking the last one, man.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe wow.
Hey, that's a good one.
Maybe
If you had
wow.
a chance to do anything in this industry, how would you change it?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't think there's anything you can do to regulate things, how things are becoming unionized or whatever. But, I mean, the way we just network here, and I got to tell you something. People are going to probably be like, well, what's wrong with Los Angeles? If you ever been out of Los Angeles and you've been to other places where they have what we are doing here, you will see there's no drama, there's no, I would have to say I would have to like to police that. I would like to like just delegate that. Like meaning there should not be any politics. There should be not any, we should be doing this freely. We're Los Angeles. This is like the mecca of like all this underground music and everything else. And I don't get it. I really don't. I'm still trying to put my finger on it, to be quite honest with you. I've had a friend, I'll leave him nameless, but he's close to a Grammy nominated producer DJ who lives here now in Los Angeles. And excuse me. And he's not getting booked.
Wow.
And all his booking is coming out of California.
Wow.
Matter of fact, we have a lot of producers and DJs here. If you guys don't know, that have moved here from the East Coast that live here now in Los Angeles. You could ask them; they're not getting booked here as much as they thought they would here in Los Angeles.
It seems like it's who you know now.
Exactly. It's a trip. So I mean, if I had to say anything like that, I'd say just help influence things in a better way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
it does. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a couple more questions.
Sure, man. Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any upcoming events where we can go check you out, or check out the vibe?
Sure, absolutely. So the next thing that we're putting together is going to be in August on the 19th. We actually have a sponsorship by Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they used to do some small. Again, let me clarify something because I was told to clarify this. A very small sponsorship, meaning they only take care of some of like what the bar does and stuff. It's not like
full on.
Correct.
Hey, but
So
anything.
Again, yeah. I just wanted. He's a buddy of mine, and he wants to be nameless, but he's a man who's been by his word. He's been a sponsor, and I love him exactly. And so we have this thing called Solamente. It's going to be a Latin house experience that we're doing in East Los Angeles.
Dope.
And I really can't wait for that. It's going to be an experience, man.
You said August 19th.
August 19th, Saturday. And we're starting it from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's an 8-hour event.
Nice.
It's going to be nice. Yeah.
Here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, East Los Angeles. We have a place. I used this place in 2010. The owner is, excuse me, he's an official Colombian the Colombian after party for all the Colombian festivals.
Oh, nice.
So I'll leave it at that. I can't put out that name yet.
Is it JP?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course, yeah. No. I love JP, but no. It's a nice little place that I used back in 2010, and he renovated. He put some money into it. Him and his wife are chiropractors, and they've built their business, and now they're doing good things. And
that's dope.
And I'm very honored to return back 13 years later. And we're gonna do this thing.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab you a drink.
Yeah, right on, my man.
What message do you want to tell your fans?
Ooh, gosh. Oh, wow. A lot has changed, of course. I've done myself personally a lot of reassessing, reevaluating, resetting. I'm sure, like we all have.
Right. Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you this much. There's one thing that I do know is, make amends. Make amends with people that you don't have, that you fell out of,
out of
favor, whatever the case is. Life is way too short, man. It is. It's way too short. I really wish I had, even then with friends that I wasn't even on the outs with, just a moment to talk to them a little bit more before they left, My message would be embrace those that you love. Really embrace those you love. Embrace everybody who's giving you the support that you need. Because I think without that, that's like it's a lost case.
Yeah.
A lot of us can try to do things on our own, but I think we all know how that all pans out. You're overwhelmed. You're overstressed. So right now I'm reevaluating things too on my own. I'm reassessing my family, reassessing myself, work, and everything else. So that would be my message. Just embrace people more. Forgive. Please forgive.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
Forgive
here, man.
those.
We've all made errors, man.
I'm not
no one's
perfect.
perfect. Yeah.
And I would like to say to those too, if you're one that likes, please don't judge. There's no place for us to judge anybody.
Right.
No one judges us. Okay. There's only.
That's right.
You know what
Upstairs,
I mean?
Man.
That's it. So again, that's all I'm asking is, with all love and due respect, I love everybody. No,
hear that?
no matter what the situation is. And I know there's a few of you out there like, really?
Yeah,
I
you do, huh?
I do. I really do. So, it's important. And,
Bandit, last
thank
question,
you,
my
man.
friend.
If you weren't doing the music thing or promoting, what would you be doing?
Oh, wow.
Or do you have like a business?
Sure. I would love to have a business just like Golden Voice.
Oh, right on,
Just like Golden Voice.
right on.
That's it. Production. I love that stuff. I love that hustle. It being that I was always in the hospitality industry.
Nice.
To me, I love making people happy.
That's dope.
And in the end, when I see people happy, that makes me happy. That's my reward.
Oh yeah.
And it's just that simple, people.
How can people get a hold of you or check out your pages or your music
Sure.
library?
Sure.
Tell them how to
Absolutely. Get a hold of me directly. You know what? I'm going to have a cell phone number I'm going to give you out so you can call directly. You can get on my Facebook.
Spell it out for them, please.
Definitely. It's so first off, the phone number is going to be 909-583-7877. That's for all booking and inquiries on events and details. And we also have the Facebook. You can reach me at the Facebook. That's Eric Morales. That's my name. Drop me a direct message.
There you go.
How
about
very
Instagram?
similar. Instagram. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I haven't logged on my Instagram in a while.
I've been trying to get a hold of you there.
Yeah. Okay, is that what it is? I'm so everybody
So you're more
knows.
Facebook than anything else.
Yeah, and what's funny is I'm grassroots, old school. So I have to remind myself that a lot of things are online. Social media is a thing. So, anyways, but thank you very much, my man. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 9, our very first guest right here, Eric Soul City Morales. We're so grateful that you graced our outdoor patio stage right here.
Oh man,
We're thankful for the
Amazing.
stories, the
Amazing.
person that you are,
Thank you,
where
man.
you've come from, and
Thank you.
what you're going to be doing.
Thank you.
And thank you again for gracing our stage, Eric.
Amazing,
you,
amazing,
Greg. I
amazing
appreciate it,
story,
man.
man.
Thank you
Amazing,
very much,
amazing.
guys. I appreciate it, you guys. I
He's
love you
going to
guys.
bless us now with a mix here, so please stay tuned in regards to that. He's already signed the wall of behind the headphones right here as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Eddie Boy Arias will be up next. Please stay tuned. But right now, let's mix it up.
Instagram, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Tune
go.
back in.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Voy al baño.
feeling all the joy inside that eases through my mind. I get lost inside this space and time. Close my eyes and start to visualize my body lifting up into the sky. So high, so high, so high. Get a feeling, beat the groove of melody and try. Get a feeling, it takes over your body, so mind. Get a feeling, sets me free and like no other kind. Get a feeling, get this feeling inside. Get a feeling, beat the groove of melody and try. Get a feeling, it takes over your body, so mind. Get a feeling, sets me free and like no other kind. all the ways you set me free. Hey, I'm loving all the things you do to me. It's hard to breathe. Tell me this is love. Tell me this is love. I'm feeling. I hope this is real love. I hope that this is love. I'm feeling. I is love I'm feeling. I hope this is real love. I hope that this is love I'm feeling. I
1, 2, testing 1, 2. Thank you so much, Eric Soul City Morales, for gracing the studio behind the headphones with your interview and your wonderful mixing. Great house music, bro. Absolutely. Something rare that we need to hear. And that's why we have nothing but flavors on this show. Next up, Eddie Boy.
Emergency. 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 You can call me if you want in an emergency. can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy.
Test.
Testing 1, 2. Don't knock over the beer.
It won't be the first one.
Get an 18 pack for the spill 4.
Yes.
Good. Let's wait for somebody to get
Yeah,
on.
we're live.
We are live.
Testing 1, 2.
Test.
There they are. Is that somebody?
We sound good? We sound good?
Do we sound all right?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear us?
We're good. I don't know which camera to look at though.
Oh, that's behind the headphones. That's Twitch. That's mine. You can go all three, bro. Oh, wow. That's the main one. Behind the headphones. Twitch is constant because he always puts it up. So if you want to share it or
Yeah,
download it.
we're live on Twitch, YouTube,
this time I'm
Instagram.
using Facebook because I want to give behind the headphones all the glory today. I have more people on Facebook. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Thank you so much for tuning in behind the headphones, episode 9. Our very first guest was Eric Soul City.
Ooh, the set right there.
What a set for sure.
Sexy.
Great interview as well.
The interview off the hook from the heart, and that's what we want here from behind the headphones. We're so grateful tonight. Our second guest today is Eddie Boy Arias. If you have Sirius Radio and you listen to Channel 13,
What's up, Gilbert?
you might have heard this guy all the time on the radio. So we're blessed that he's here today to grace the stage of Behind the Headphones, just like Eric earlier. Eddie, thank you for being on the show.
I don't know what to do.
You can shake my hand.
Oh, great.
And then you can shake his hand over there, okay? Stop being nervous. Cut it out already.
I am nervous.
This guy nervous? What?
Yeah, he's on the radio and he's nervous.
I am
Right now he's
very
just in the
nervous.
backyard. Eddie.
Yes. Thank you once again, guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Dude, the people that have been on this stage right here, we're grateful. Bandit and myself
Thank
are
you,
grateful.
guys. Thank you.
Very, very.
We're steering this ship the right way.
Can I give a shout out to some Twitch folks?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Do what you want to do.
K2B2. What's up, Beto?
Oh, yeah, that's my boy right there.
Yep.
I see Gilbert. I know Gilbert actually since high school, man.
Yeah,
He said that. He wasn't lying. All right.
We
give
talked
me that
about
$10.
Oh,
that.
you
So
did?
we're going to have to go in depth with that, like the high
I
school.
known him
thing.
since, I think, even before high school. I think with junior high.
Well, let's start off that story. Let's go.
So, it's obviously we talked off air, so that was when you guys moved to the IE.
Yeah. I was living in Linwood originally. I grew up in Bell, and then my dad bought his first house in Linwood, and it was with my parents and my. I have two younger brothers, Willie and Richie, and and then we moved to the IE like in '96, and then it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How was your childhood, bro?
Amazing. Music, man. That's how it was. That's why I am where I'm at right now because of that. I thank my dad for that. Playing records from Chante to Rolling Stones to Jacksons to Foghart to Santana, those babies.
The
you know what I'm
baby, that was a
saying?
cool jam. One hit wonders right there.
Yeah, Linda Ronstrand. I mean, the list goes on. So I think that's the reason why I was so open to music, and music is it, man. Music is everything.
So you said it was your father, the one who was collecting records.
Yeah, he wasn't a DJ, but he did play a lot of instruments though. He played
That's dope.
so it was always I played the drums. I used to play the drums in my dad used to play the keys at church in Huntington Park called San Matias. And he was playing the keys, and one day the drummer, I think I was like 5 or 6, the drummer got sick. So then my dad I forgot who it was.
Ringo Starr, the drummer.
Exactly. So I just got told, go start playing the drums. So I just started playing it, and played there for like 4 or 5 years at the church.
Right on, dude.
So it was cool, man. Yeah. So I know that it's crazy because a lot of DJs are drummers, past drummers.
That was me.
Yeah, see? So
Me too.
I had a 13-piece demo.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's very similar to
Absolutely.
to an
It's
extent,
very hard to do.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
have to be, You have to split your brain 4 ways.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that was the music was for sure a part of my childhood.
So it was your father who brought it to the forefront, and you
Yeah.
took it running.
Yeah, and then from there, when I turned like 11 or 12, my cousin Arturo from he was at the time they were living in Arizona in Tucson. We were there for the weekend. I'm trying to kind of like recollect everything.
It's okay. Take your time, man.
So I remember we were there in Tucson. It was it was my mom's side of the family, and we were in my cousin's room, and he was taking a shower, and I was there in the room. But while his turntable was in the mixer and records were playing, I was like, "What the hell?" Like, I didn't understand like how it was like what it was. Just,
You're fascinated,
it was
man.
very
It took
like,
you back.
What the heck? Like, how's this? And so I kind of started. He told me how to kind of do some stuff, and he was like, "Dude, you should go home and ask your dad for some turntables." So I was like, I was just fascinated by it, like the fact that mixing and 2 songs was just so fascinating to me. Very like how you could mix 2 records. It was mind blowing to me. You know what I mean? So then that's when I come home and I go, Dad. At the time I was playing soccer though too. I know you guys can't tell, but
Yeah, not even a goalie.
no, I was playing soccer. So my love for soccer was just like, I loved it. Like that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Just play soccer. But then I got introduced to the turntables, and then my dad saw a shift. Like, wait, he's not like, what's going on over here? So then he had bought me. Well, first he bought me the tables. I started just, listening to like Linwood, and then Henry, Vision, obviously, the big guys from LA. So I give a lot of credit to Henry for the 12 o'clock power workout.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just try to mix those like what he was.
And he was doing it fast.
What fascinating to me was he was playing like a Stevie B record, and then he would drop in like Forbidden Lover, and then he would do like a Latin house, like A Mover la Colita. And I think that's how I got fascinated with a lot of like Latin house stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the fact that he was blending all these records like that was just like mind blown again. So then, eventually my dad started noticing like maybe you should stop the soccer and just stick with the DJing. Because he thought for a long time, obviously, it was just like a hobby. Because, parents were like, I want you to be like, go to school and
Be a sports
Yeah.
star or whatever.
like
Yeah.
a
I want you to
doctor,
stay away
be
from
a-
records.
Yeah, like. Oh my
And the
God.
groupies.
Never mind. Yeah, all the
Shout out to the
groupies.
groupies.
Uno, dos. Uno, dos.
So yeah, that was basically kind of like everything kind of went. It's just from there, he bought me my first turntables.
Right on. Way to go, Dad.
Yeah. So shouts to my dad, man. He was. It took a while though for him to realize, like, you know what, like you're making a living off of this. Like you haven't, because prior to that, like my first job was I used to rent tuxedos for Friday Tuck Shop.
Right
This
on.
guy was in the suit business too.
No shit. Yeah, all right. Oh,
That guy.
Can I curse? Can I curse? Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, dude.
My bad. Yeah, so that's my first job. Shout out to Bobby from high school. He was the assistant manager at then, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you want a job?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, might as well." But at the time, I was doing more like quinceañeras. It was like in my teenage years, quinceañeras, like house parties and stuff like that. So it was, but then I started working with Friday Tuck Shop. But then my dad actually got smart. He was like, what you should do is when you're working at the tuck shop, the people that are coming in, we ask them like, what's the occasion, right? Oh, it's a quinceañera. And then that's when you ask them like, hey, do you have a DJ? And most of them didn't, and that's why. So that's when my dad had told me, he's like, you should do that, hijo. And I was like, yeah, shit. And then sure enough, I would get a lot of
Right on. Great
hits off of
promotion
that.
right there,
Exactly,
man.
yeah. So then from there, I used to go to a record store in Pomona.
What was it called?
Radio Futura Music. It was right next door to where the Fox Theater is at.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was
Second
by,
Street.
Like Cali Corner from
Little
Globe.
whole place. Yeah, I
So
remember that
the,
place.
it was Radio Futura, it was Radio Futura, and then the Globe, and then the Fox Theater, and then Cali Corner was a Glass House. That's right. A very legendary spot.
Yeah, that little concert place.
Yeah, that's when I first saw Incubus.
I took my daughter there a couple
Out,
times.
So yeah, I was working there, and then eventually I was trying to juggle both jobs. But then I would go there to the record store, buy records, and then one day I told Leo, was the owner. Leo, and I told him, I was like, Leo, hey bro, like if you ever have a position open, like let me know. I would love to work here. He goes, I'll take that. Okay, I'll remember that. And like a month later, he calls me, hey, you want that job? And I was like, I'm quitting Friar Tuck Shop. So then I ended up quitting Friar Tuck Shop, and it was cool working at, meet all kinds of people, whatever. But then I didn't see the record store as a job though. It was we had to like move records around and whatever, but it was always that, because that's even more like getting records and being in that environment of just music and stuff.
Having that luxury in front of you.
And I met a lot of people at the record store, man. A lot of DJs that I still talk to this day. Another DJ that really comes to mind is back then he used to go by DJ Squigs. Now his name's Tony Martinez. Really big DJ in the LA area. He's the one that actually helped me break into the Hollywood scene, like 18, 19 years old.
Those are the guests we want.
Yeah, see, he's the one that broke. Yeah, I'll hit him up too. Shout out to
sure,
Tony
man.
Martinez, man, DJ Squigs.
Right on.
But so that's back to the record store. That's why I met a lot of people, and a lot of also bands that would come from the Glass House. So they would they perform at the Glass House like around 8:00. But before that, they would get there earlier. So the only thing they would do, they would go to the record store and just kind of see what we were selling. Underground hip hop. We were doing a lot of like trance, drum and bass, hip hop.
Yeah.
And it was just it brings back cool memories too. It's like a nostalgic feeling because of buying, like I clearly remember buying the record Headsprung from LL Cool J. But I ordered it. I mean, not buy it, but I ordered it. And I ordered, I remember Leo had told me just to buy a couple copies. And I was like, no, man, buy more than a lot. And sure enough, they would sell out. And the coolest part was like friends calling like the store, calling me like, hey, Eddie, can you hold like 2 records?
That's cool,
You know what I
man.
mean? So I would be like, okay, cool. And then I would hold it, and then they would sell out. So
Damn, that's dope.
and then that was like in 2003, 2004, because 2006 came, and then that's when the store started kind of like,
Oh, okay.
because that's when Serato came. 6.
Yeah.
And then that was another story too with Serato. Like when I know a lot of DJs can relate, but when we first heard about Serato, we're like, we're stick with the vinyl forever, man. Like,
Right, dude?
to the day I die, like vinyl forever. I saw Mixmaster Mike DJ at this place called Scribbles in Diamond Bar, and I was like, yo,
What is
Mixmaster
Serato?
Mike. Yeah, I was like, I was just in awe. I was like, this guy has everything on his fingertips, like, and the way he's rocking these records.
I changed my mind.
And I remember Leo was like, you bought Serato, huh? You're the reason why this record store is going
Oh,
down. I was like,
damn.
he didn't say that, he didn't say it. But yeah, it's sad, guys, because I mean, obviously we have to evolve with everything, that
Yeah.
comes around. But
Yeah, people are hesitant.
yeah, but the fact that it's so crazy from buying, like, we would call it units, right? Each record was 1 unit. So we would buy anywhere from 30 to 60 units of one single, which, let's say Candy Shop from 50 Cent, right?
Yeah.
And then we would buy 50 to 100 sometimes, and then 30, and then 15, and then 5, and then 2, and it'll be like they'll just sit there too. So eventually just kind of like declining, and then that's when Leo was like, hey dude,
Friar Tuck Shop needs you again.
yeah.
Either that or hit the road and start DJing.
Exactly.
Where's that suit of mine?
Exactly. So that, and it's so crazy because after that happened, my DJ nightclub career, you can say, like, it started kind of like picking up a lot more because I started meeting more DJs in the industry and managers, and it just kind of just blossomed from there. And yeah, I haven't worked since. That was my basically. So I don't look at the record store as a job. My job was Friar Tuck Shop. That was, you know what I mean. And but Yeah, and then I just haven't worked 9 to 5 since I was like 20 years old. 20,
That's dope.
20.
Can you say envious?
No, but I'm very blessed, man. Very blessed because I have my support system is ridiculous, man.
Good for you, man.
That's
It's
dope.
overwhelming how the support system is just crazy, man. With, especially now having my wife, like she's definitely a big support system to me. So shouts to my wife, love you, baby.
What's your name?
Lucinda,
Right on.
man. She's she holds me down, man. She keeps me grounded, and I don't know what she makes me a better man too. So she's
You love her, man. That's it.
one of the cool things about her too is and a lot of you guys can relate too, is the fact that someone the other day had asked me, your wife doesn't get mad that you're DJing all night and you get home late and you have to go like during the week to like, you know, LA to network and blah blah blah. And you know what's I looked at, I was like, nah, man,
She's
day
with
one.
it. That's
And
rare.
And the cool part about it is that when she saw me, she saw how far I can go in this industry, and you know, and financially that I was able to take care of myself, and she saw that I can grow more, and so she never. And then also too, I've never given her a reason to not like, I guess, trust
you.
So
The word trust right there.
yeah, so that's very important, man, in communication. But she always has been super like, you know, pushing me. Even after telling her like, babe, chill. She goes, no, like you.
No, I'm pushing you out the door.
potential. Yeah, she's like, so she, having that support is,
Right? It's rare.
I can't even, it's rare, and I'm very, like I said, I'm very blessed to have her in my life and get to call her my wife now. So she's
Right on, dude.
definitely, man.
After soccer practice, what was your favorite food? What is your favorite food?
Soccer practice.
Remember you said you were in soccer?
Yeah, hamburgers for sure. Guys, but when I was in soccer though, I was eating like more than what I eat now because I mean I was
Working it off.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite
I used to have a
food,
6-pack, man. My wife doesn't believe me. She goes, "Shut your mouth. You are." I'm serious.
I don't
like,
trust you.
guys, like because I was, you know, soccer. You're working out like we working out, and I was.
It's a lot of running, man.
It was,
Oh, dude.
yeah,
It's all
Honey,
running.
I'm gonna run to the store.
This conditioning, and I was playing ASO back then. It was ASO soccer, and then I got drafted into like more like the
Club soccer.
club soccer. And then from
Dude.
club soccer, I got people were in the works. We were talking about doing like semi-pro because I was
Yeah.
fast. That's what it was. I was really fast. I was midfielder, and then so I was, you know, good time. Good times. You play soccer, really?
So you had a support system from your dad and your right. I mean, he bought you your system and everything
yeah,
else
for
like
sure,
that.
yeah, of
What
course,
was the
yeah.
very first setup you owned?
The first setup, it was tape player, and the radio. It was a receiver, and then my dad had a it was a unit that if you press the button in the middle, you can hear the radio and the tape player.
Oh shit.
So the way I would mix from a track from the cassette, because my dad had cassettes, so I would put the cassette on, and I mean it wasn't the best mixes, but I would try. But you would have to hold the button like in the middle so you can hear both of them. And then when he saw me doing that, he realized like, you know, let's buy you a mixer. So I remember he bought me my mixer. It was a Radio Shack.
Radio Shack has been
Radio
on these
Shack.
microphones since day one.
It was like,
Right? Yeah.
and then it had
Dining room table.
I remember it had two crossfaders and the shits. You needed like a fucking hammer to the other side, like. So yeah, then he bought me that one, and then I still used the cassette. No, then he bought CD player, a regular CD player, like, it was a regular CD player, and then that's when he started seeing like that I was more into it, and he bought me. No, you know what? Before the turntables, he bought me CDJ 500s, Pioneer, with the 500 Pioneer mixer. Remember that? You remember that? Yeah, it was the one with that had a little jog wheel. Yeah. And then you have to press eject and it pops. And then I told him I was very spoiled, so I told him Dad, I'm not really getting like, let me get turntables. So then that's when he bought me the turntables. Yeah, he got me the technique, my first techniques.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Happy. say caring. Hungry.
Just will someone order a pizza?
No. I don't. Hey guys, I don't eat before my gigs, though, man.
Right?
Yeah,
I thought I was the only one that does that. My wife trips out when I tell her.
Yeah,
that.
I
I don't eat before. I get that bubble gut stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was the
Yeah,
only
I don't,
one.
I don't do it after the club.
Yeah, right?
the
After.
club. Yeah, I don't.
And
I
after
don't.
the drinks.
Yeah, for sure. Where I'm at? 4, 3.
What?
Four,
Yeah,
words.
3.5 right there because you stopped.
5 words describe myself.
2 more, bro.
I guess funny.
Okay.
To an extent, and then grateful.
Nice.
Yeah, grateful.
Good one, man.
Yeah,
Bandit.
sure.
Right on. So, what genre did it for you when you first got into the DJing?
Latin house.
Right on.
Right away.
Any song in particular
Latin house.
that caught your attention? Which one hit you?
I'm gonna probably say Rumba.
Yeah, that's a dope one.
Pirates of the Caribbean Rumba.
Strictly rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Rumba. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's another one too.
that's dope.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, the Rumba was probably the one.
So
Just
what,
even thinking about it just brings back good memories.
Good,
Yeah,
man.
the
So we want
final.
to, that's what we want to do here. Have a good time for sure.
so when did you have your first gig? I know you mentioned being at Friar Tuck's and getting the quinceañera gig. So was that your first gig?
My first gig was neighbors across the street.
Right on.
I had to take my dad's speakers, but they were the ones where you plug in the wires with the little. You
Also
push
old
it.
school.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
hold it
yeah.
right there, the grounding effect.
I mean, I should have brought that picture too. You guys would have tripped out. So that was that. Yeah, that was my system. I got $20 to DJ. I was ecstatic. Like I was so happy.
What?
Because this was back in like 99.
How old were you?
I think I was like 14.
Nice.
Yeah, 13, 14.
Started young. A lot.
Yeah.
Just like Homeboy right here, man. Middle
Yeah.
school. Seems
Yeah,
like
that's good.
seems
Yeah.
like I hit a lot of people in middle school, man.
Yeah.
It seems that way.
Yeah. So yeah, it was across the street. It was for there's these twins girls. I think it was their like 15th birthday or something.
This
Yeah, I
was
brought
in
it.
Bell.
No, this was actually this was in Montclair.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Montclair. Yeah.
Ahí.
Yeah, so yeah, that was my first one, and then I remember doing the my 7th grade, the last end of the year dance. Shout to Jeff, he was the DJ that they would use there, and he told me, bring your vinyl and you can play, and I was like, yeah. So that was another one too. Those two are like the first ones, and then all the quinceañeras. I remember I couldn't drive by then, so my dad would have to be the one that would we would haul the equipment and. Oh man, those were nightmare stories, bro.
Really?
Yeah, those were really nightmare stories.
So what would
Yeah.
you say?
Or,
Your
like not getting paid.
Yeah.
And then what the hell?
What's a price tag? Fire
my
Tucks.
Those are
Fire Tucks. Let you know you're late.
That's a VIP wristband. What do you mean?
The staple was kind of hitting my
It
neck,
is.
man. I was like, what the heck's back
That's a
there?
brand new shirt.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. A lot. That's a lot of stuff, but I guess rejection would be one of them too. Yeah. Being rejected. Yeah, rejected. There's others too, like more personal, I guess you could say, but yeah, rejection that's my biggest fear. Rejection,
Right
I
on.
guess. Yeah. Being rejected.
Yeah.
So, no.
Kind of hurts,
So,
right?
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So outside of being a dope ass DJ and a drummer, do you have any other
Talents?
hobbies?
Yeah. What are your
Hobbies?
hobbies? Yeah.
No, man. I just music is everything, guys. That's why, like, even like kind of fast forwarding the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, dude, I think that there's a lot of DJs too that can relate to me. But there was a port when it hit, because it hit in the end of March, right?
Right
Yeah.
after my birthday party,
Yeah.
dude.
It hit, and there was a point where, and shouts to my wife for this, because there was a point like in mid-April where I think I got very, like I guess like a panic attack, or more emotionally I wasn't there mentally. I got really bad mentally because all I know is music. All I know is DJing. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. Like that's all I know, music, and was just things that you start thinking like, shit, now I have to get like another job and figure it out, like, and so yeah, that I remember that's when my wife was like, babe, get on. That's when Angie V actually was she was on Twitch. I mean, not Twitch, IG live, and she's like, you need to get on that. And I was like, no, but then because I'm very like, I guess you can say I'm a perfectionist. I think like all of us, right? We try to.
That's absolutely.
So every time, like I would, because in my mind I'm thinking like, if I'm gonna go live, I gotta prep a set. Like I'm not gonna go in there just whatever. No, I need to prep a set. So I want to prep a set every time I go on, like, because you never know who's listening, like, and you just always want people to be like, I want people to enjoy my shit and like know that I put a lot of like effort and work into my craft. And so she was like, just do it. And so I was like, do it. But yeah, that was really bad. That mental breakdown I had, it was really bad. Like, because like I said, it was one of those things where there was nothing we had. I remember that year was really busy for me too, with a lot of out of town stuff, Pitbull shows, and then boom, like there was nothing. So I was like, damn, what's next?
Yeah.
So then I did that.
Weird times, man. Like.
Yeah, I did the IG live. I started with it. I remember I did the first one, and the wife and I were she on the chat. Dude, we got so drunk, man. Because we got so drunk. She was drunk, and I remember I was like, babe, I have to stop. Like I can't do this because I'm gonna be like a complete like
disaster.
She goes, no, keep going. I was like, babe, no, like I gotta stop. So I ended up stopping. She's like, I'm mad at her. She goes, why did you stop? Like, you get drunk all the time every weekends, and you're gonna stop right now. I was like, I was really bad. It was just gonna get bad and sloppiness, and I was already like really smacked, but yeah, that was the first one. And dude, people were so generous, man. Like the tip, because you put your Venmo, right, dude? Like I looked at it, I was like, holy shit! Like people like, dude, like, and it's so crazy because like it was a lot of money that I had made on Venmo, like the first one, and I was like, holy crap! Like this is like it was just mind blowing because all you see, like, because I remember we had an iPad and all like the way everything's set up, we had it like that too, because when I first did it, we did the IG and then we did Facebook Live too, so we had both, and then that was oh, then I saw the Venmo back the Venmo, and it was going bing 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 bing, and so I didn't even look at it, and it's at the end I was like, holy shit, like this is amazing. So they got me through the pandemic.
Your fans.
My fans, man. It was just shouts to everyone since day one, from IG to Twitch, as they followed me to Twitch, because we had to pivot obviously to. So it was just the support. My support system, guys, is I can't even. It's just amazing. My support system from my family and friends, and it's just.
It sounds that way, especially your father. You know what I mean? And your wife. That's two big people right there.
Yeah, for sure. Biggest, for sure. So then from there, I did it again. I would do it like I think every other week, the live, or every week, and then it's just finally getting kicked off, and then Twitch. And Twitch worked out really good too, like really good. Like it was just I think the key with Twitch is just being consistent. Mm-hmm. And then with my whole thing, like I said, I always want to do cool shit, like whether if it's like something like a fun, like a wordplay, or just keeping it cool and playing new music, and just interaction too has a lot to do with the with Twitch. So, but yeah, shout out to all my Twitch fans, all my mods too. So they've been holding me down for several years now. So yeah, man.
What makes you happy?
These are really good questions, by the way. My family makes me happy. Being home with my wife, laying in bed, watching TV.
He likes taking naps too, this guy over here.
That makes me happy. Yeah. Being in outside with my family, my dad, barbecuing carne asada, and that makes me happy.
What's your greatest strength?
Damn, that's a good thing. That's a really good one too. What's my biggest strength? pass on that one.
Yeah, for now. Okay, what's your greatest weakness then?
My weakness is, I think I care a lot what people think about me. Yeah, I think that's that could be my weakness. So, yeah, because I do care what, people like me or not, I guess. So that's be my weakness, because most people are like, dude, who gives up what anybody thinks? Do you, but yeah, I think so you can say that.
Yeah, you always gotta be, you always want to look good, and
Yeah, for sure.
it's always in the back of your mind, like, damn, do people like me, or am I really doing the right thing?
Yeah.
So I can feel you on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially, with, being on Twitch and, everybody watching you and stuff like
for sure.
that.
No, definitely.
So,
I think that's my
how did you get into the whole Pitbull radio thing? I'm
Channel 13, Sirius Radio, by the way. What time are you on?
Sundays at 5 p.m.
nice.
How'd you get there?
How do we get there? We got there. DJ City. Shouts to Edwin, DJ Phenom. He basically, I think it was Labor Day 2013. Yes,
Okay.
September. It was a quiet night. Flowers were blooming. No,
Yeah.
Silent night. What was it? I think at the time I wasn't working with DJ City yet, but it was a big network, and randomly he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, dude, can you do oh no, he heard one of my mix I did for DJ City, a podcast.
Okay.
He heard it and he was like, "Yo, dude, I heard your mix. We're having Labor Day for Labor Day weekend. We're having guest DJs come and DJ on Globalization. But back then, 2013, there was only 4. I think it was Kid Spin, Santa Rosa, Big Scythe.
Like Saif, man. Remember him?
and
Buddha
then,
Potty.
Yeah, Big Scythe, and then I think Latin Prince from New York. And it was only 4. So, yeah, he asked me, and I was like, come on, man. Of course. So I did it, and it was a hit, and that mix is actually still on my SoundCloud, which is cool. And yeah, see, from there, like a month later, he's like, hey, I'm starting to kind of grab some DJs from different cities. You want to be our resident? I like the mix that you did. And I was like, because there was only like 3 of us. It was, or 4 of us now. No, quite a few now, but back then it was only like 3 for maybe big city, I think, that were DJs. And I was one of the first ones, which was really cool. And yeah, it's been history since then. And then obviously being on there, 2 things. One was it allowed me obviously to open up for Pitt already like 5 times.
Yeah.
So that was
Incredible right there.
yeah, that's been, oh man. And then the crazy part, people always ask me, are you nervous when you do that? I was like, no, I get nervous to talk, not necessarily playing the music, because right there you're just playing bangers and people are just loving it and having a good time. But once you start saying some stuff, and then everything just kind of
I don't like him anymore.
Yeah. It's like no.
His music sucks now.
No, man. Props to Pitt, man. That guy is just so. He's an entertainer, man.
He's a trendsetter.
Yeah, he's an
Trendsetter.
entertainer. The guy's boss. He's a boss, dude. The guy's just straight boss. Very humble dude. Like, he appreciates like the DJs. He's all about the DJs. He actually also listens. He owns the,
That's his
But
channel.
he listens to the DJs too. So
Perfect,
he'll
yeah.
hit up Phenom, and then there've been a couple times when Phenom had hit me up like, "Yo, Pitt just heard your mix and he thought it was really dope," and I was like, "That's super dope, man."
Right.
Hell yeah.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, so that was cool. So yeah, I've opened up for him at Honda Center. Where else? At the Amphi. It's in Orange County, which is the 7th.
The Grove?
No, the amphitheater.
In Irvine?
Irvine. There you go. That one.
Irvine Meadows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Irvine Meadows,
I
yeah.
think that's what
K-Rock.
Yeah,
The Weenie
that
Roast.
one, and then I got flown to Detroit. I did his Detroit
Oh, damn. That's dope.
show. Yeah, Detroit show. And then we'll see this year. I think he's with Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias this year.
Oh, wow.
The last couple of years it was
Latin duo triplet.
Yeah, that should be a really good one. Last couple of times he was with Iggy Azalea.
Okay.
She was cool. And yeah, man, the whole experience with that whole thing is, it's a rush, man. You get up there and you're just, because you get 2 sets. So first set's when people are actually coming in, sitting down, grabbing their drinks, socializing, whatever. So you're playing. And then Iggy goes on. She does, I think, a 45 to 50-minute set. and then you go back on. But what's cool because when you go back on, everybody's kind of see it, and everybody's drunk already, kind of like ready.
Yeah.
So you're playing, and like you get the crowd, and you have them like it's.
And they're yelling out,
Yeah.
"What's your Venmo?"
If all you guys could just send $1.
All
Yeah.
10,000 of you.
Yeah. No, man, it was 20K, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it's all Pitbull. It's not me. It's Pitbull, man. Yeah, he sells out. He's. I'm telling you, and it's so crazy. So here, funny story. Detroit show, right? I got flown out there. Shout out to my boy Blackout. He came with me. I got flown out there, right? So then I'm thinking, Pitbull. You think of Latinos, right? You think it's a big Latin fans base, right? So then we get to the hotel rooms, change up, and then we take an Uber to the venue. It was an outside venue because it's still COVID, so a lot of his concerts are still outside. So we drive up, right, and then all kinds of people, right? They're pre-partying outside in their what's it call it in their cars? What do they call it? Tailgating for the show, and it's white folks listening to country. And I was like,
What
and
the
reason why I
hell
was
is
like,
going
"Oh,
on
shit,"
here?
like, I was like, wait, hold on. So then because I put records aside. I put on my crate. I put
They
some
give you an
sets.
idea right there.
So then I was like, damn, I gotta switch my my sets around because it's not so which was good. Like it was through experience that helped me kind of manage that, and I was right behind in the backstage just on my laptop just kind of like figuring out. Look, my mom's calling me.
Mijo, what are you saying?
so she was like, so yeah, so
You
I had
hungry, Mijo?
You're late for soccer practice.
exactly.
Get your ass ready.
Yeah, so there was that was pretty crazy, man. And bro, like the fact that they know every single song of Pitbull.
Wow.
It was just like, because obviously when he's performing, they allow us to chill in the backstage or go to the front and see him. Like, and I went to the front and I just couldn't believe it, of like the amount of, and it was all like, it was anywhere ages from like 8-year-olds to like 75-year-olds.
Right?
And they were all like
It's a huge
singing.
fan
all
base
into it,
right there.
Bro,
Fuck.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
worldwide stuff right there.
And then
man.
I think what helped them out,
He does say worldwide.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely. All
It
you
was-
guys.
It was very fascinating, man, to see. And I mean, it was a fun crowd too. They were loving it. I met a lot of like fans there, and it was cool. Like it was a very it was a really dope show. That was a really dope show actually. So, but yeah, shouts to the whole globalization team, man.
That's dope.
So yeah.
So you've been there for 10 years then?
No. Oh shit. Yes. No.
You said 2013, no? Or is that when you just got your foot in the door?
I think I got my foot in my door. Yeah. I think it was 15. So I'll close to almost 10 years then.
Dude.
And it's crazy because they have a contract like yearly. So if it doesn't do well, they just
Yeah, you're out.
for that many
1
years.
year lease.
Yeah, variety they've been, and they're killing it, man. Like they're really, really killing it. There's a lot of new. I can't discuss it, but there's a lot of new projects that are happening
that's
because of that.
absolutely.
Which is really dope. Like because of that. So, and then yeah, man. Shout to Pitt. So
If
yeah.
if you were gonna write a book, what would the title be?
I write a book. What would it be?
What about me? That's what I'm gonna name the book.
Man, these are really good questions, man.
are.
Like they're very, very good questions.
The kind of questions that people don't ask you at the nightclub.
Not at all.
Can you play this song?
Yeah. Do you take requests?
Yeah, Venmo. Send it right now.
What would it be? It would be because I'm trying to see what. Yeah, that's it. I'll get back to that one.
All right.
Might be
Two get-to-backs right here.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right on. Do you play any sports outside of soccer, like basketball, anything else?
Nah, bro. Nah, I just sometimes I'll go walking the dogs.
Right on. You got a favorite sports team you like?
You know, I'm not really a sport fanatic, man.
Yeah.
Soccer World Cup though, yeah, all day. But like,
Who's your team?
I'll watch Argentina for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kill it, bro.
Yeah.
My team, bro. You guys should see. Was my wife still in here? Because you guys should have seen when the World Cup, the last game. Oh my God, how I cried, bro, when he won. Anyways,
Yeah, I won on that one too. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you cried for real. He cried because he won.
dude, that book question is getting into me now.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Great.
It would probably be something with like music, but then, because you start thinking like, what's your life?
Sure.
If you could sum up your life, like,
Right.
and I would probably say either music, probably something with music.
That is a good one. It's a really good one.
Who's your favorite DJ that you would like to collab with?
Ooh,
No hard feelings, people.
there's quite a few. There's quite a few. There's three.
Okay, name them.
There's Jay Spinoza from the Bay Area. There's Miles Medina from the Bay Area, and then there's this. I think she's from the Bay Area too. DJ Siren. It's a girl DJ.
All right on.
So those would be like. Those guys are amazing.
See, you're dropping names that we don't even know. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what we want. We want to expand, and
Yeah.
we want to be like you guys, having, I know
Yeah.
people, for sure.
Yeah, those
I think they would love to be on this show.
Those would be the three that I would do. DJ Siren, Miles, and Espinoza. Would be cool to do some sort of like back-to-back sets or something.
Cool.
Would be cool. Yeah.
Right
Good
on.
question.
How do you feel Twitch has helped our DJ community? Do you think it's good or is it bad? Because everybody wants to be a DJ now or
Yeah.
be on Twitch to get some attention. What's your thoughts on that?
Twitch. I mean,
Or
honestly,
yeah.
man,
just
like,
streaming doesn't have
I think if it wasn't for like this, this whole thing that with pandemic happened, it was very sad because obviously we lost so many people that.
Yeah.
And it was a bad time. But I'm kind of like, in a sense, like, I don't want to say happy, but if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have met some really special people in my life now. And it showed that we were able to, like, because there was a lot of DJs that didn't go on Twitch or didn't stream. They just chilled, like
The ones that don't have to.
or they just had to get other 9-to-5 jobs to make a living because they were
it stopped.
Yeah, it stopped for them. So Twitch was very, thank you Twitch. Like that took care of us financially too, man. Because as much as it was like, we as much as we don't ask for the money or anything, but it did help. It paid paid bills. Like it paid actually a car note, a bill here, Like it helped a lot. And I don't think a lot of people understand it too. How like grateful we are the DJs of that because it really like made us like it helped us out through the whole pandemic stuff like that. So I think it's cool. Twitch is really cool too because for me personally, I was able to after the Twitch happened, I was able to when everything started opening up again, I was able to be selective on my gigs too because I was making so much money on Twitch, not so much money, but just money on Twitch, which allowed me to be like,
I don't need that gig.
yeah, exactly. I was like, hey Eddie boy, I got this gig, blah blah blah. Oh, this is my price. Oh, I can't do that. It's all good, bro. No worries. I'll just stay home in my boxers.
It streams.
Pantuflas. What?
Turn off the system and then go to bed instead of like waiting for the check or drinking and driving, all that DUI, all that
Or
stuff.
packing up all your gear, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So yeah, Twitch is shouts to Twitch, man, and all the special, like I said, special people I met from that. So.
What skills do you need to be a DJ nowadays?
Ooh, that's a good question too. I think a lot of people think as a DJ, like I think a lot now these days, I think people have different, I guess, outlook on what a DJ is. I mean, obviously the obvious is they play records and you know what I mean, but yeah, I think for me, just learning the basics and my biggest thing whenever I have DJs like that ask me for advice is like, yo guys, everything's timing, like time, whether you're scratching or especially scratching, it's like timing, timing thing, and yeah, that's work on your craft.
There it is.
You know what I mean? Like be open to all kinds of music. That's what makes you special as a DJ. I think when you have this crazy amount of like music. Like
The library is just moving.
you have to. You can't just be stuck on. Now, I'm not saying if you're stuck on one is a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
But I think for me that makes DJ special, like the Miles Medinas and Jay Spinozas and Sirens, is the fact that their encyclopedia is out of this world. Like they're playing, you know. Yeah, it's yeah. So that's my suggestion too. Like just be open to, and don't just stick to one genre too. Like try to kind of like venture out to others. You know what I mean? To other genres and be open with anything.
Yeah.
You gotta have that style to stand out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Believe that
For
one.
sure. Oh, definitely. You have to. That's what makes you different. So you can't, because if you're playing everything what everyone's playing, it's kind of like,
Yeah, right?
oh, he's
He's
cool.
like
He's another
everybody
house
else.
DJ.
Yeah, he's cool. He plays cool and he's clean. But sometimes I think DJs get scared to be different when it comes to like certain tracks. Are like, it's not on the radio or it's not too popular.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I
Try to
think
stay
that's-
away
the
from
best
those
songs.
tracks. Yeah.
Because sometimes and I'm not perfect either. Because sometimes like even in the club, my club sets will be like, I play it safe with what they call is like, I don't. Sometimes like, I was having this conversation the other day with my buddy DJ Snells. He was like, hey bro, like why don't you DJ how you DJ on Twitch in the club? So sometimes like you can be creative in the club tad bit, but then the way club works, if they don't like something, they just dip out. Versus on Twitch, like, I mean,
Yeah, you
could
get
do
to
it,
show your
but-
craft.
Yeah, and then also too, I mean, on Twitch you don't know if they leave or they leave or not. But if you're there, they're there for a reason. So I tell them, you know, it got me thinking. I was like, yeah, you are right. Like I don't do as much cool shit as like I do on Twitch. So, but yeah, that's something we're working on. Like I said, I'm not perfect at all because
Who is, man?
I'm still learning. I'm still a student in this. As many years I've been in this game, like I'm still a student at heart. Like always, will always be a student.
We're always learning. And,
Yeah, you have to. You can't.
And you gotta evolve, I think,
Yeah.
with the times
evolving,
too.
Yeah, we were just talking about right now
Yeah.
with turntables. Like,
Yeah.
I love turntables. Turntables for me, that's my number one setup. Like,
Yeah,
when
for sure.
Clubs pick me, ask me, hey, what's the setup? It's an S11, 2 techniques, and I'm good. But now every club now, for the majorities on CDJs, whether the 2000s or 3000s. So I was just telling K-Bandit, I was like, yo, I kind of want to invest on some 3000s CDJs.
Wow.
That way I can get more of the feel of it.
Right, and all the- yeah,
get kind
all
of
the
like jiggy with
tricks.
it. Yeah, get jiggy with it. So
That's a whole nother ball game right there.
Yeah, for sure.
DJs.
definitely.
If you had a chance to change something in the industry, what would it be?
For DJs to like not lowball themselves, because I feel like DJs. Because the problem sometimes I feel like you look at your calendar, and you're like, damn, I don't have this weekend booked or next weekend. Hey man, can I DJ? Bro, we only have like $100. Oh, I'll do it just to look like you're busy. But I wish DJs can like know their worth and don't get lowballed. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where I think if I can change something. And if but the thing is that a lot of this like money of DJs too that are like younger, they don't have direction, so no one's told them anything like what to do, what's the proper way to like get gigs and ask for a budget and so that's why when like DJs hit me up about it, like what I tell them straight out what they should do, and but there's a lot, like I said, a lot of DJs that take it for
cheap.
and another thing too, because they'll have like a 9 to 5, so they're like, I just want to play, man, I don't care how much it is, but you're killing it for like everyone else because
Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying,
so-
okay, that must be the level.
yeah,
I think a lot of people too are scared of the open criticism, but I think if you ask a DJ like yourself, you gotta be open to that
Yeah.
because and you've been there and you see how everything works. So, people should always be open to criticism.
yeah, for
Absolutely,
sure.
man.
Absolutely, you have to. If not, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah.
You'll stay
Yeah.
where you're at. You have to. If it's bad criticism,
Take it.
Yeah. There's a quote that Kanye.
Practice, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Or work,
Exactly. Practice makes perfect, as
Yeah.
they say.
There's a quote that Kanye has out. It's along the lines of like that. Like, I'd rather take criticism than a compliment, because with a criticism you can learn and it makes you that much. So.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
One of my last questions right here. What message would you tell your fans?
My message that I would tell my fans is, it's always a good time to have a good time.
There it is.
Right on. This will be my final question. when, where can we see you? I know you explained tonight you have a gig, and what's your Twitch handle, IG?
Oh, that's good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So tonight I'm at Riverside in DT. DT and Riverside. Tomorrow I'm in LA at Elevate Lounge. Sunday I have this brunch party in Riverside at Prohibition. It's from 11 to 3. It's like Sunday vibes, which is really cool. Get to play like a bunch of cool like Stevie Wonder with Rick James and like
Cool,
R&B
man.
stuff. So it's real funky kind of stuff.
Dope.
That and then just hit me up on Instagram, IG. It's just DJ Eddie Boy. My schedule's right there. And then I have a cool month for July. I have a really cool month. I'm doing like the W Hotel in Hollywood.
Damn.
And then I'm doing Sevilla's in Orange County.
And the pool party here.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
DJ Suave, he said you're also on OnlyFans. What's that link?
I got
Is that the other side? Is
I got
that
my
the B
feet.
side?
I got my feet in OnlyFans. Which is my feet. So yeah.
Shout out to DJ Suave.
Yeah, him and his questions, man. Yeah, he's right here, man. He's just causing havoc, that guy.
Sasha DJ Swab too. That guy's a legend.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Game too. He's
that's what we want here, man. The people, that they don't hear who's Eddie Boy. Who's Eric Soul City? No, you have to bring them. Like here they are. This is who it is.
He's a big staple in the dance scene. That guy. He did the Soul City. That was a big party, huge party, legendary party, man. That people will talk.
Here's the creator of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. You guys, yeah, for sure. People are gonna talk about that party forever. There's not ever gonna die.
Like I said, he had a great time in his position. At the time, I was running a Spearmint Rhino.
Hey.
I was a general manager of Spearmint Rhino.
Okay.
I remember.
So I took on that, making that money, and gave fucking torch
To Swab.
run with it, dude.
He did a great job.
Great idea, man.
Great
Yeah,
job.
Swab's a good. I love Swab, man. That guy's a good guy. He's always been. He calls
All
me.
about the music, man.
He always calls me.
He's
Negro.
knowledgeable
Yeah,
of the yin yang. That guy with music. That guy, nothing but knowledge for sure.
Love you, me negra.
Yeah, and negative is his favorite word.
That's it. That's he always says. It's all love, man. It's all love. Shout out to Swab, man. That guy's.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So
Eddie Boy.
Yes.
We thank you for the stories here, man. Fabulous.
thank you guys.
Letting
for having me.
people know that you're on Sirius Radio on Sunday nights, 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Your libraries. Again, Eddie, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
behind the
man.
headphones,
For sure.
man.
K-Bandit, you guys are
Can
great,
you
man.
please bless us now with a mix?
Let's do it. Let's play.
Let's
some
go.
records, man. Let's play some records.
We'll be
Ladies
back
and gentlemen, Eddie Boy Rios Pitbull Radio coming up next on Behind the Headphones page and Twitch. I'm logging off. Thanks for watching.
You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy. can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me and I'll show you what you wanna see. You can call me if you want in an emergency. Call me if you need some love and ecstasy. Emergency.
Twitch at DJ Eddie Boy.
He said he don't take requests, acting like he know what best. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Sin que nadie viera.
Testing 1, 2. We want to thank you so much for tuning in Behind the Headphones, episode 9. Eddie Boy. If you want to get a more dose of this, Sirius Radio, Globalization, Channel 13, Sunday nights at 5 o'clock. In 2 weeks, we will have some heavy hitters again. Another LA legend and a Las Vegas legend. K-Bandit and myself, thank you so much. DJ Craig. Until then. And of course, Eric Soul City Morales. Still here.
Everybody around the world understand what makes a child a man. Yes, I feel like I wanna be sun goes down. As long as I'm gonna be around you. When the sun goes down, feel like I wanna be. Feel like I wanna be inside of you. When the sun goes down, as long as I'm gonna be around you. When the sun goes down, yeah, down, yeah, down, yeah, down, yeah, down, yeah, down, yeah, inside of you. Inside of you. Everybody's watching us for a brand new love. Everybody's true. Everybody's watching us for a brand new love.
moonshine boy, he never gets low down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of the dirty streets. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes, how'd he keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised his little head, he popped his shoe shine rag, and then he said, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm. When you get the blues.
everybody go up and down. Everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go up and down. Everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go up and down, 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 go up. Everybody go, everybody go, everybody go up and down. Everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go up and down. Everybody go, everybody go, everybody go, everybody go.
Wow, wow, wow. If you weren't entertained by that, you're not alive, I'm telling you. Eddie Boy Arias, again, Pitbull Radio, Globalization, Sirius Channel 13, Sunday night at 5s. Our very first guest, Eric Soul City, as well. His big party coming up in August. Please keep an eye on them. We thank you again, Behind the Headphones. 2 weeks from today, our next guest.